Hello, all. I'm your sleep doctor, Monica, and this one is for all the teenagers out there. Are you tired of always feeling sleepy? Do you have trouble staying awake in class? Do you find it difficult to get out of bed each single morning for classes? Do you have this overwhelming desire, overwhelming need for a nap as soon as you finish your virtual classes or you get back home from coaching? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, let me tell you, you're not alone. Many teenagers feel that they are always tired and they are always sleepy. And what I see is that teens love to label themselves night owls, trading stories of all nighters and sleeping away an entire weekend. So teens are so full of potential, they are so full of life, and they are so sleepy. And that's one thing I always hear parents complaining about. Well, research shows that most teens do not get the sleep that they need on daily basis. And though teenagers and their sleep patterns or their sleep habits may be maddening to parents, parents must understand that they are partly in response to physical changes that occur during. Teens are at an important stage of their growth and development, and because of this, they need more sleep than adults. So let's understand that teens experience a natural shift in circadian rhythm. And this is the reason why they find it very difficult to go to bed before, say, 10 to 11 p.m. I'm going to elaborate this point, which is a shift in sleep in teens. Puberty is a time when your body begins to go through many changes, and one change in the body during puberty is closely related to how you sleep. There is a shift in the timings of your circadian rhythms. Before puberty, your body makes you feel sleepy around 8 or 9 p.m. Then puberty kicks in, this rhythm shifts a couple of hours later, and now your body is telling you to sleep around 10 or 11 p.m. So this natural shift in teens' circadian rhythm is what we call is sleep phase delay. The need to sleep is delayed for about 2 hours. At first, teens may appear to be suffering from insomnia. They will have a hard time falling asleep at the usual time. While they begin going to sleep later, they still need an average of 9 hours of sleep at night because most teens have to wake up early for their classes or going to school. It is important for them to go to bed on time. If they go to bed late, they will be unable to get the sleep that they need. And this change is a normal part of growing up. And with some extra care, teens will quickly adjust to the new sleep schedule of their bodies. Now, if teens resist or they ignore this change, this will only make this transition very hard on their bodies. They will only hurt themselves by staying up late to at night for doing homework or simply for catching up with their friends. They will use a lot of caffeine or nicotine to keep themselves awake, you know, and this will make it hard for a teen to get quality rest. So at the end of the school week, many teens are worn out from all the sleep that they missed during the weekdays. And they think that sleeping in much later over the weekend will help them catch up, and this only throws their body clock off even more, and it will be all the more harder for them to fall asleep and wake up on time when the new week begins, which is on Monday. They are usually seen struggling waking up and attending their classes. So, how much sleep is enough? Teens need 9 to 9.5 hours of sleep per night. That's an hour or so more than they needed at age 10. Why? Because teenagers are going through a second developmental stage of cognitive maturation. Their bodies and their minds are growing quickly. Additional sleep supports their developing brain as well as their physical growth. And a good quality, enough sleep will help fuel their brain and body. It also protects them from serious consequences like depression or drug use. So, the average teen needs about 9 hours of sleep each night to feel alert and well rested. Teen problems can begin long before they turn 13, and the sleep habits and changing bodies of 10 to 12-year-old have a close link to the teen years. The sleep patterns of teens are also firmly set in their lives. So it's not easy for them to change the way they sleep. Thus, teen sleep problems can continue well into their years as adults. And it's for that reason that the information that I'm sharing today may apply to anyone from the age group of 10 to 25 years. Now, why is it is so hard for them to get enough sleep? There can be many reasons. Some of them can be under their control, some of them are not. And see, they probably have a busy life, but still they need time to relax, downtime to relax, to unwind and spend time with friends. This usually happens at the expense of sleeping. Also, what I see is that many teens, they crave the quiet privacy of late night after parents have gone to bed. So, when you think about all the other things you need to do, that's homework, socializing, sports, chores, part-time courses, etc., getting to bed early enough to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep can be pretty hard for teenagers. And apart from that, what I see is that they also have a wrong view of sleep. That's something that I would like to talk about in detail, probably in a separate video. So, for today, I want all the teenagers to know if they're getting enough sleep and how. Well, some of the signs that you need more sleep can include things like difficulty waking up in the morning. I hear a lot of stories from my teenage clients and sometimes also from their parents about the strategies moms and dads make to wake them up for their morning classes. Well, there are daytime complaints that they have to struggle with. There's cognitive decline during the daytime. They have trouble concentrating or paying attention throughout the day. They fall asleep during classes. At times, they're also caught red-handed by mothers or teachers. Um, they are mostly feeling moody or groggy or irritable. They also feel, aggressive and even depressed. So, at what point do you need to get in touch with a qualified sleep doctor and get yourself evaluated? Well, if you have trouble falling asleep at night despite having enough opportunities, and you wake up in the middle of the night or early in the morning and you cannot get back to sleep, you continue to feel like you have no energy or that feeling of overtiredness despite getting enough sleep. You are having trouble meeting your responsibilities, such as not being able to go to school, or wake up on time for your virtual classes, get to work on time, or keeping your commitments. Like you feel you're always running late. You have those feelings of sadness that don't seem to go away. You have those worried feelings which make it hard for you to concentrate on other things. You often feel sick in other ways, such as frequent headaches or loss of appetite or other symptoms that you can't explain, those vague pains and aches. So if you feel any of these, you must get yourself evaluated for an underlying sleep disorder by a qualified sleep doctor. So, this is what I have for you today, but I'll be back very soon with other concerns and questions like excessive screen time in teens or peer pressures or how to cope with these situations. So, this is what I have for you today. Until next time, take good care of yourself and sleep well.